Hi there. I wanted to make a quick video on yield, the most important metric in all of WATS. I'm going to talk about the two main ways we look at yield in WATS, how they're calculated, and why the time filter plays an important role in getting it right. So the first way is test report yield. This takes all past reports and divides them by all reports. So it does not take the unit's serial number into account, making test report yield a good measure of a station's performance, for example. And then there's unit level yield, meaning yield that does take the unit's serial number into account. These yields are differentiated by the test run of the units, and we have first pass yield, which is how many units pass on the first try. Second pass yield, how many units pass within 2 tries. Third pass yield, how many units pass within 3 tries, so whether they pass on the first, second, or third time. And then there's last pass yield, how many units do eventually pass at any point. Let me show you with a few examples. So first off here, we have one serial number passing on the 4th run. This gives us a last pass yield of 100%, nothing more. Adding another serial number here passing in the 3rd run, suddenly we have 50% passing in the 3rd pass, and then both of them passing at any given point. The 3rd unit passing in the 2nd run, we get a second pass yield of 33%, meaning one of the 3 units pass within 2 tries. And then 2 out of 3 units pass within 3 tries. And then all 3 units pass within any given try. They're all green eventually here. 4th run, 4th serial number passing on the first run here, giving us these metrics. And then a 5th unit passing on the 3rd try here, giving us a first pass yield of 20%, second pass yield 40%, third pass yield of 80%, and then a last pass yield of 100%. All units still eventually pass. And then a 6th unit here. This one has only been tested once and failed that test. So now last pass yield is 83.3% because 5 of the 6 units eventually passed. An important aspect to understand when considering how yield is calculated in WATS is the time filter and the concept of first seen in process. Let me explain. Let's say we have a given time filter here. This might be last week, it might be last hour, yesterday. And the intuitive but wrong way of interpreting the filter is to include all of the tests that happen within the time filter. Now, this intuitive way of looking at it is wrong when talking about unit level yield because of the method for calculation explained in the previous example. Instead, we do 2 things. One, we only include the units that had their first run in process within the time filter. And 2, we include all the data available for those units because in order to correctly calculate any unit yield, we do need their first run and all subsequent runs. Take third pass yield, for example. It measures all units passing within 3 runs. So we need the first run in the process as well. And therefore, including serial number 2 and 5 would be incorrect. That gives us the following results. For unit level yield, we have 4 units and the following yield percentages. And then for test report yield, we have 8 test reports and 3 retests. And 2 out of those 8 test reports did pass. So to summarize, WATS offers 2 main ways of looking at yield. The first one being test report yield, which simply takes all of the test reports within the given time filter. And then unit level yield, which takes the serial numbers into account and therefore follows the first seen in process principle.